o'clock. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming for teaching.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Morning. So one, can you chant the supplication? Waking up everyone.
Me pi chi yong na yong ji zhen de pa mo ru ma ju di san chen gen la di ter ma don't you chat so rang chi im ber ma hi ber san yo mo de ma kor war chen bi san chen la yong ha mo cho ji cha de so chen yang ni che la ma chi ba他年这个几张你真他年别离完了永远的歌那你家的所都不高哇让个身同你共不么些不下哇年别用我啦用真别家的所三让兄你妹一起啦你是真被我瞧见这大儿些将中吧特你没见他没家的所用到个多啦你是家见真觉等着么一比其实多啦梦吧啦用根前进啦灭家的所真正能给参念见看见的大也没 tong lo mi gang zi la yong zong san ji ji cha de so.
So now we go to opening prayer. Oh, Mother Saint Jinbei, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and damnation. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and save life, establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Oh, Mother Saint Jinbei, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and damnation. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and save life, establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Dalai Dhamma se beda, no bara se bege, Arba dam tham je be bara de yo bara se bai dam je so se be, manam ga da nyam be sem je dam je dewa dan de, Dongara dan dar nyor de lana me ba. Yang da para zobe sanjo rumbo je do barza. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the Kandaru Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the Yadams. We take refuge in the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Ragas, darkness, and the Dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas invested in enlightened mind and the progress of the Bodhisattva's path, are true for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta, and I apply myself to complete the stage of the path. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge unto enlightenment is reached. By the merit of Janaraj and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all Mother sentient beings, especially beings boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity that is free from attachment and aversion. Go to short mandala. The ground is sprinkling with the scented water and the straw with the flowers. It is adorned with the Meru, the spring mountain, the four continents, and the sun and the moon. As the Buddha feared, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness as the Buddha feared. To the lamas who possess the Tirikayas, I offer the altar in on the sacred offering. With my body, wealth, and all that is visible, please grant me the supreme realization enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of all enlightenment, all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. Om Guru Rina Mandala Punda Manga Samandra Savarana Samaya Om. I call refuge on the name of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 words. You are the way toward Yadara with wardrobe. I bow at the feet of Father Jigtin Sungon. Continue laughing with no one but you. Compassionate one, grant your blessings. Dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unlimited nature of mind. Please turn the way of Dharma, of the two words and the combination according to the disposition and likewise the mental capacity of sentient beings. So now we go to Manjushri. Page 32. Page 32. Long press. His wisdom is brilliant like the sun, free of the clouds of the two worlds, and perceive the various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds the wisdom text at his heart. He has compassion for beings who suffer from the darkness of ignorance in the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the charm of karma through the 60 branches of harmonious speech. He wears the wisdom sword to cut the settling of suffering and to display the darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplished in the 10 levels, and perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate you, Manjushri, adorned by the 112 sons of Buddha, to dispel the darkness of my ignorance. Om Arabazanade, 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 Om Arabazanade. You who are the perfect, beautiful body, whose flame of wisdom blesses, and dispel the darkness of worldly ignorance, I was there before you and praise you, Manjushri. Okay, so now we finish the opening prayer. Now it's going into the teaching. So I think today is in this book, right? Stage of meditation. So this book is called Stage of Meditation, Waking the Mind. It's followed by all the different levels of meditation. So first, introduction, main body, and conclusion. So this book is followed by 3 different levels. And we finished the first part. So introduction is we finished. So now we are in the main body of the text. So main body of text, how to meditate on the 4 thoughts that turn the mind. So we finish that one by one, or 4 of them. Then we went into how to meditate on love. So we also finished that too. Then we went to how to meditate on compassion. We finished that too. Then we went to how to meditate on bodhicitta. So we finished all the teachings. Today is the chapter 5, how to meditate on shamatha. So we finish the other 4 chapters. Finish means like just intellectually you get teaching and we studied, but not finish, practice. That you have to know. We not yet graduated that part. And also you get that teaching is only just maybe 1, or some people maybe twice, some people maybe 3 times. So you have to practice, study again and again. We already talked the 4 chapters. never finish until Buddhahood. Study, contemplate, meditation. So I talked many times already, and this is not same as the school education. So don't think about that way. This is a daily practice. You have yesterday, you have today, you have tomorrow. So you ate yesterday breakfast, you have to eat today breakfast, you have to eat tomorrow breakfast. So same like that. This practice is all follow the enlightenment. Study, contemplate, practice, meditation. So some other like think about worldly things, maybe we do only this life, but this practice is not only this life. This practice is go to enter Buddhahood. So have to keep long way enter Buddhahood. If you can enlightenment, maybe couple years, in this couple years, then that's great. Or in this life, also great. Maybe next life. So whenever you ready become Buddhahood or enlightenment, then this book is you already done. This teaching is you already accomplishment. Until that, we never finish. So don't think about, oh, I already have these teachings. No, I don't need. So that is a big misunderstanding. Main important is just teaching is like every day we have to use our life practice, because we have so much emotions. So this practice is introduced to the emotion, medicine for emotion. Like if you get something disease, say we get medicine. Same thing. So we have a disease, emotion disease. Long as emotion is there, so this is the medicine for us. That's the reason we have to practice all the time, often and often. Use like different method. That's the reason it's very good, very short information, but more essence. All is essence is in here, this book. So you can recognize if you go to read other many books, then come back to read this one. Very simple, easy essence. All is put in this book. So easy to understand, not very hard. Okay, and so now we finish the method part. So this book is like included 2 sections, method, wisdom. So we finish part of method. So now we're going into wisdom. So wisdom is how to meditate on shamatha. It's page 46. In this book, page 46. If you have an electronic copy, so maybe different. So chapter 5, main point is chapter 5, how to meditate on shamatha. If you know only practice shamatha, also really big benefit. Of course, you know all this different practice, then it's wonderful, it's great. But some people only focus for shamatha meditation. That's also great too. It's a big benefit in this life. So shamatha meditation, only practice shamatha meditation, we cannot say you can go to the Buddhahood, but shamatha meditation really help your mind calm, peace, relax. So long as your mind is peace, calm, and relax, then you can use vipassana practice, apply practice yadam deity, mahamudra. It's easy. So without this shamatha meditation, not really possible you can meditate vipassana. Not really great practice yadam deity too. Because Yidam deity practice is all is we have to visualize. Your mind is not calm, not peace. Your mind is follow the thoughts. Think about how you can visualize the Yidam deity. How can you can single pointedly visualize? You know, visualize is like actually meditation, part of shamatha too, one way. So using like shamatha has something called spatial object. Kind of like that, but visualization is if you know some more deeper level than that, more subtle level than that, more harder, more profound. But without this shamatha meditation, you really cannot meditate easily Yidam deity. Very hard. 1 minute is maybe okay, 2 minutes, but you know yourself, you have your own experience. We practice every day Yidam deity. So your mind is not always in there, right? Because the problem is we don't have practice enough this shamatha meditation. Shamatha meditation is like same as the ground. So without ground, you cannot build the house, and even you cannot standing in without ground. So shamatha meditation is like holding all the qualities. Long as you practice shamatha, then you can go back to like we already talked about 4 thoughts meditation. Your mind is easy to go into that way to meditate. Long as you have shamatha meditation, you can meditate love, compassion, bodhicitta. Your mind is easily in go to that level. Level means in there and practice. Very easy to go into there because reason is your mind is peace and calm. And whatever you does, your mind can go into there. It's very easy. If your mind is not calm, your mind is not peaceful, so much thought and emotions, then your mind is not, you don't have any ability to practice. So we have to make our mind, crazy mind is like subdued, make very flexible and kind of like, ability to do anything. Like same is a monkey, crazy monkey. You subdue the crazy monkey. You say sit down, monkey is sit down. You say okay, jump, they're going to jump, and whatever they ask you, they get these things. They're going to get you. You know. So same like that. Your mind is subdued. Then you can put your mind's practice in the 4 thoughts. Of course, easy. You can put your mind's practice for love, compassion, bodhicitta practice. Is easy. Your mind is put into, meditate, Yidam deity, Mahamudra, all is become easy. So without subdued crazy mind, not easy to do anything actually. We recognize that. So if a horse is wired, then people cannot ride. So you have to subdue the first horse, crazy horse, something, wired horse. Then everyone can ride. Then you can jump, you can go right slowly, you can run very fast, whatever you want, the horse can do. You can use horse, whatever you want, you can use. Otherwise, horse is very wild, no one can ride, nothing can do anything. So like that, our mind is long as crazy and no controlled. Whatever we practice, the practice is not really going into that much benefit. So that's the reason shamatha is the most important section. Then shamatha meditation is also, even you believe religion, no believe religion, doesn't matter. Everyone can practice. This meditation, shamatha, many part is like not really followed by, religion specific. So it's who want peace, who want calm mind, who want to relax, who want to get joyful in this life. All this benefit is come from practice shamatha. So you don't have to tell the people you need a devotion. You don't need to talk to people, okay? Visualize the Yadam deity, guru, like that. We don't have to say, okay, you have to follow Buddhist. So this practice is like just give generally, say calm down, sit down, relax your body, relax your mind, mind resting with object, mind resting with the breath. So everyone can do that. So someone don't really want to follow the spiritual religion, they don't want to help their part. If you want to help them, then you can use this shamatha meditation, can help them. So make them, become calm and peace. We can use this shamatha method for helping for others who don't follow the religion too. They, of course, who follow the religion, so then all these spiritual qualities actually come from this shamatha meditation. Shamatha meditation practice is take really time to get your mind is become, relaxed, calm down, because you have to use to that. We have so strong habitual mind is follow the thought. So the habitual coming in print is have to change. It's not easy. We think about like when we was born until now, how long you meditate, you control your own mind. So then how long your mind follow the worldly thoughts. So maybe your mind follow the worldly thoughts is 95%. Mostly people, 5% is good people, who's the good, some like does meditate every day a little bit. 5% they put shamatha meditation. 5% is comparing to 95%. So which is more strong habitual? Think about that. So not easy, because our mind is already used to follow the thoughts. Not easy to control, and not easy to change. Even you practice like 5% every day. So that means like maybe 5% is like 1 hour, one day or no. So kind of, I don't know. So you meditate, it's like you can really feel yourself is this practice is a benefit, shamatha meditation benefit. I think positive is actually more powerful than negative. So main point is, usually we think negative is always more powerful than positive. We think positive is not powerful, but that is actually very wrong thinking. I think it's positive has a very powerful, but think about our effort, or is like worldly, we cannot say negative, no virtue it is, but it's just not practicing, it's meditation, put effort in the spiritual. So even you put 5%, it's also great too. So you do this positive, like practice, like meditate something. It's really powerful. We have to think about it like 50-50, negative, positive. If you do 50-50, which is powerful, I think this practice is more powerful than other 50 negative. 50 this meditation practice, 50% is more powerful, positive is more powerful. But we don't do that. So most people like at least 90, 95, 97% is not positive meditation. It's all is negative, just for follow the worldly things. So then still we blame the positive, I did something no work for me, and I did something, meditate, like my mind's not calm down, still going to thoughts what I'm wrong. So like that kind of people, no patience, we recognize that no patience. Of course, like you just can't sit down, meditate. Your mind's not all right away there, or the talk about the meditation qualities come there right away. Because you have to change your habit. You have to take time, take longer time. We have to change our habits. Habituate is so strong. So we have to change negative habits, transform to the positive habits. When we practice this meditation, really we need patience. Without patience, whatever we do cannot be successful. So now you have this so many method teachings, and you have to recognize what you need. Every day, our feeling, kind of emotion, this conviction is changing. So that's the reason you have to apply this different method to, your mind subdued or make peace and relax, to put in the spiritual. Sometimes like one method doesn't work for you because change your conditions. So when you change your conditions, then you have to recognize what you need to do. When we are hungry and we also eat food, but then sometimes like you can like have some different food. You need something different food. So like that, different nutritions you need your body. Because sometimes like due to your condition, your body change something, so you cannot eat some food, like okay, another food is best for you. You have to pick up that like that way. So you have to use a different method. That's the reason Buddha taught so many teachings, 84,000 Dharma teachings. But that's all is in subsumed this meditation book. And so that's the reason we use different method here, practice. Actually, even you practice only shamatha meditation, you can get benefit. But sometimes, our mind, our condition, that also sometimes doesn't work very well. So that's the reason we need to use another practice. We have here many different methods. So then this meditation, actually shamatha meditation is not talking about the body, more talking about the mind. So where the quality is our own mind, transform our own mind. So that's the reason when we die, this practice shamatha meditation benefit is never gone, no exhaust. So when we die, body is changed, but mind is not dying. So that's the reason you practice shamatha, the quality is take to future life. That's the reason we can recognize, evidence is when kids born, child born, there has different kind of, situations, like different child has like different kind, like, some is like no peace, some is really peaceful all the time, some is all the time cry, some is always nervous, some is like always relax, joy, peace. Why is that happening? Because they're picking up previous life habituate. So that's actually approving past life. Otherwise, must be all child is the same. Why this all child has different kind of situations? Because due to previous life. And we practice the shamatha, if we even not get enlightenment in this life, future life, our life is not miserable. So kind of more peace and calm, joyful person, relax, less emotions, less obstacles. Whatever does things is like no need to put much effort. Result is arise. So all good qualities comes. future life too, because it's practice Shamata meditation in this life. Okay, so that's the reason Shamata meditation benefit is not exhausted in this life. If you practice yoga or exercise, so for your body, then stay very temporarily, because cannot stay longer than like before we die. You know, it's maybe some people like just stay 10 years, then after they cannot do again and they're all lost. And some people like maybe stay longer, but everything is in this life, but not going future life. So meditation practice benefit is not only this life, benefit future life, long goal. So that you will have to know. So now I wanted to go into this teaching, say how to meditate on shamatha, how to make bodhicitta beyond all construct. So last week I shared the teaching is called relative truth bodhicitta. So now this is called ultimate bodhicitta, absolute truth bodhicitta. Is look into the mind, you know, practice inner practice. That's the reason it's called ultimate bodhicitta. It's beyond all construct. So beyond the actually worldly activity, beyond the worldly activity, beyond the like some usually we create thinking. So this practice is like no create thinking, thoughts. So even no create like, you know, positive thinking too. Love compassion meditation is like we create positive thinking, you know, change the perceptions and create positive thinking, you know, remove the negative thoughts and the minds become bigger and open. So that's like part of the love of compassion meditation. So this is beyond that, means like we don't create also positive thoughts too. It is total clarity, means like mind is clarity. It is totally clarity. It's like we're not talking about body, physical. So talking about the mind, only accessible within atomic truth. So that is the core atomic truth, only accessible within atomic truth. It is undefined. Absolute truth is undefined. So like the flame of a butter lamp that shines continuously without the disturbance of wind. So wind is the same as the emotions. Butter lamp is the same as our mind. Without emotions, our mind is become very calm and peace. Like same as butter lamp is burning. So butter lamp get distraction, this wind, then butter lamp is shaking. Like can be die, you know, like cannot really peacefully and arise, cannot peacefully arise, like goes like burning. So if our mind has emotions, then cannot be peace, cannot be relaxed. So this absolute truth, the meditation is like without the rain, you know, like that kind of like means without the emotions, like the flame of a butter lamp that shines continuously without the disturbance of wind. To accomplish this realization of atomic bodhicitta. So if we practice this shamatha, then it's called the absolute truth bodhicitta, comes realization, absolute truth bodhicitta. We need to meditate and gain familiarity with shamatha and vipassana practice. So we want to, you know, accomplish this realization of atomic bodhicitta. What do we have to do? We have to practice shamatha and vipassana meditation. Without Vipassana Shamata meditation, not possible to accomplish get realization of autonomic bodhicitta. Where is autonomic bodhicitta is come from? Autonomic bodhicitta come from meditate Shamata and Vipassana. So that's the reason we have to practice Shamata and Vipassana practice. Since all Samadhi, Samadhi is like mind is become not follow the thoughts, it's peacefully abiding. So mind is stable, like stop the like negativity, positive any thoughts, becomes stay in the calm, peace, and the natural state is called Samadhi. Since of all Samadhi practice are subsumed in these two, means all these different kind of meditations, this all different kind of meditation is all subsumed into two categories, Shamatha and Vipassana. So you practice Shamatha and Vipassana meditation, then you practice all these different kind of Samadhi meditations. All yogins and yoginis should practice Shamatha and Vipassana meditation at all times. So that's the reason if we wanted to become practitioner, what we have to practice? Shamatha and Vipassana. Not only just 1 hour and 2 hours, all the times. So that is the here main point, all the times. At all times. Yeah, if we practice Shamatha Vipassana meditation at all times, then we have become yoginis and yogis. So yogi and yogini means like person who control the own mind. So that is called yogi and yoginis, means like you have ability, your mind is whatever you wanted to do or wherever you wanted to put, you have ability to do that. So that is means yogi and yoginis, control the mind. If your mind is like become put in the like generation stage, visualize Buddha and the Yadam deities, is into that meditation. You wanted to put into, love, compassion meditation, your mind's ability to do that into that level. So that's all is like who can do that, who has ability to mind is like become control, and then that is called yogi and yoginis. If we wanted to be that, so we have to practice shamatha and vipassana at all times. 1 hour, 2 hours, not enough. Can be become yogi and yoginis. So in Tibet has lots of yogi and yoginis because they practice like kind of all their life, meditate, shamatha, vipassana, and all these different kind of yadam deities. Whole life they put effort is practice dharma. Same is like here in we put all effort is worldly activity. There's some people in Tibet stay in the retreat or they does all whole life is put in the effort for practice. So then that person can be reach into yogi and yoginis. So we call Malarepa as a yogi, and he can control his own mind. He control his own mind, but also that benefit others. Others also receive that. So last week I shared the story about Malarepa. Like he's control his own mind already. That's the reason the dog and the deer also come too close to him. They get relaxed and peace, and they get this all energy from Malarepa because they release fears, they release angers. So that is a higher level yogis. Of course, yogi means like also have different levels, many different levels. So anyway, yogi is like kind of Vajrayana words. It's usually the with Sutra, Mahayana talk about the Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva. Yogi means Bodhisattvas. So just different ways, like, you saying the words. Like Bodhisattva means actually who has really compassion, other brings love and compassion. And that person also have like they control their own mind. They don't have emotions. They're less selfish, self-grasping. So that's what we call the Bodhisattvas. And the yogi and the yogin is also same thing. They control their own mind already. They don't have selfish. So the 100% they benefit others. So that's why it's called yogi and yoginis. And if we wanted to get that level, so then Shamata meditation, Vipassana meditation, we have to do all the time. So this time also, like many practitioners also have a great power and energy. So when you see them and you be with them, it's like you get minds become calm. Your minds be, feeling is like more relaxed. So different kind of ways you get receive positive qualities. If someone who has a really strong devotion to Yadam deity, they always practice Yadam deity, you be with them, you also get devotion to the Yadam deity. And that is the power of like we can benefit for others. You also get devotion to Yadam deity. You also wanted to practice Yadam deity. If someone meditate always Shamata Vipassana, when you be with them, it's become your mind relax, peace, and you really wanted to meditate Shamata and Vipassana. So someone who's Bodhisattva, they practice love and compassion, bodhicitta, you be with them, it's like you also like comes like compassion to others, love for to others. It's the quality, it's you receive that, you can also receive that experience. Practitioners, like you be with them, so that's also reason is like traditionally student also always be with the teacher like at least 2-3 years and receive teaching, and until they they can do themselves, so then they go on to the retreat, they just themselves practice. Until that they always be with the teacher. That's a reason, not like you need teachings, but you be with them is like you change your qualities too. So that is like practitioners' power. Actually, we get also say the energy or feelings. We can get that. So when we get that, we wanted to do that. If you don't get feelings, you don't get like something special, like positive energy, something from others, then you like don't really into that practice much. So this practitioner individually has different levels, like also that does difference. Whatever that does, you be them, you wanted to do that. So that's the experience I know. What needs to come together for the practice of shamatha? Then what we need to practice shamatha? What need to come together? Which kind of condition we need? So this is right now here is talking about someone going to practice shamatha vipassana and weeks and monthly, So then instruction for this way. This is like example you can create in your home. Right now, our situation, we can stay in our home, so we have to create like your positive conditions yourself. You stay at home, like with the family, and then the noises, and that does always like different kind. Then you cannot meditate, so you have to find a space. Like from them, you make space yourself and quiet, and you stay in your room, or you can make dharma room, like Shran room, something, so you can in there make stay and meditate. That's also very great to do. So you should be a place that is unconducive, that is conducive to practice, have few desires. So we need this kind of like, place we have to find conditions and not be too overwhelmed with work and activities. So you cannot really meditate, practice in your office, in the factories, where you're working, because it's like overwhelming there with work and activities. So then some people cannot meditate in your home because like you have this kind, overwhelmed with work and activities. So the place of practice should be imbued with the 5 qualities. So main point is 5 quality. If you go to find the space location, being a place where food and clothing are easily accessible and where one is safe and not vulnerable to harm from enemies and harmful energies. So first is like you have to get food and clothes easy to accessible. Without food and clothes, you cannot meditate and practice. So we have to take care of our body. This body is used for practice Dharma, and we have to use right direction. That's the reason we have to take care of our body. So using this body is put spiritual, practice. If we wanted to do that, we have to maintain taking care of this body. If you wanted to go to very far away somewhere and very safe, beautiful place, you have to go there. So you have to drive the car. You have to take care of your car. You have to put the gas. Otherwise your car is not working and you cannot get there. You cannot done whatever you wanted to do. You cannot get there. So same like that. You have to take care first your body, and then you can practice meditation. Sometimes people think, oh, mind is very important. The body is not important. I don't need to take care of my body. They sacrifice their own body. That's also like called two extremes. Buddha said, don't do that way. No need to torture your body. You have to take care of your body. Then same time, not too much attached to your body. So practice Dharma. And take care of your body and put your body's work for spiritual. So that's the practitioner does. So that's the reason we have to take care of our body and we need food and clothes. If you don't get clothes and food, don't go that kind of place. And you get starving and suffering. Then you lose your practice. Okay. Second is like if you go to some place, no animals, enemies, not going to harm to you. Somebody are very dangerous. So like wild animals, tigers, lions, like bears attack you, and then no safety, so no great. And then of course like some gang people and thieves, like enemies going to harms, like that kind of place also don't go because you need safety first. So some people say, oh, I'm practitioner, I don't care about them, whatever happening, I'm going to practice Dharma. So but that also too much extreme going, thinking. So everything is followed by our ability. That's the reason we have to take care of these 2 things first. Then animals and harmful energies. So some has like that kind of energies. This is what is known as ultimate location. The location should be one where there are no contagious diseases. So then location where we're going to stay and meditate, also no contagious as diseases. So if you get there, you get sick. You go there, you get sick. That's also like no mindful, no awareness, become ignorance, and those things affect our practice. So right now we see, you know, like we can see contagious disease everywhere. So we have to stay at home and meditate practice. Don't go to public place and don't go too much in the be with the people together, you know, say, oh, we're going to practice something together. It's no correct time, right? So see, these teachings, like all these suggestions is there, different ways. Used to, I told this one, people don't get much. No, it's easy. Everyone has this situation recognized. Maybe last year I shared this teaching. We talk about the location should be one where there are no contagious diseases. Don't recognize what they're talking about. So now we understand. This is what is known as a good location. One's companions or neighbors should be imbued with ethical discipline and share the same views. So where you practice meditate, you know, same view is great. So that is the thing about, like, when you practice at your home, same view means like your family support for you. You are okay to do that. Even there, don't practice, but they accept what you do. They don't think you are crazy. So that thing you're doing great. So that's the you have to get from them permission. So then you practice is become great. Otherwise, yourself is not comfortable, and then your family also think you are crazy. So create like become problem in the family. You know, that's also not great. And so they even they don't practice, they don't do, they have to accept it. Like what you're doing is great. They have to recognize that. That is the permission from them. And then of course, like we do meditation practice, like you want to go with somebody together, you need the same companion, same opinions, sharing same, you know. So should be imbued with ethical discipline and share the same views. That is like even wherever you go to journey somewhere, great. It's like some same views. Some if you go into vacation with somebody. So when you get very beautiful place in the beach or lake somewhere, they say, okay, I'm going to do fishing. So you say, no, I don't want to do fishing. I want to meditate. No same opinions. One is negative, one is positive. Not easy to you know do together. Right? If you don't do that, then they're upset. So you already get conditions that together ready. You know, it's that kind of like many problems. Like you going to like bar, and someone offer you drinks and then like doing things like something. And if you don't want it to do that, and then they're you know they're used to that, they're going to do that. If you don't do that, they are not happy, right? So that's the reason before you go, you have to think about these people is my same opinions, same companions, or they don't affect you. Say they don't really pushing you to do that with them. So then it's okay. But sometimes if you don't do that, other people upset. We recognize that, you know. Then they're upset. Then they say, "Oh, you don't want to be with me. You don't want to do what I wanted to do. You know, you are crazy. So if you wanted to rest in mind, relax, stay home, you know, they're yelling at you. Why you come with me, you know? So before you go, you have to recognize that the company is okay or not. Don't go with the negative friend. Someone does like no virtuous deeds. So many people go vacation together and they're fishing. They harm for others. They really like hunting, you know, that kind of things. They don't think that is negative, nothing, no virtuous. They don't recognize anything, you know. Then they think everyone should do this. They say, oh, so happy I do this. I'm so happy and joy. Because due to ignorance and negative karma is arising. That's why happy and joy to do negative things. So that's why they say, oh, really great, I did this, you should do, and happy. So that kind of influenced by negative friends. So we cannot go with them. And that's the reason, say, imbue with ethical discipline and share the same views. This is what is known as good companions. So then it's great companions. You're going to like one-way meditation together. You need the same companions, same opinions, and you go to vacations. Whatever you does things, you just generally you have to think about these situations very general. So whatever you does, there you can get something from this. From here is like you get advice from you. You know, you can get something. You know what you need to do. Recognize different situations. You think about this. Okay, I can do this with him. Okay, not. So something is like you recognize like going to slowly like there take you to negative things. Then if you recognize that and then say no, I'm not going today, so I'll go with you today, or before, if you go, so like you recognize they're going into that level, so you try to something different ways. There also you try to there, doing things like take to your way, they bring your way, try to bring your way. If you can't do that, that's great. If you cannot do that, then don't go. So that's all has abilities, different ways you have to choose. This is what is known as good companions. During the day, there should not be too many people around one, and during the night, there should not be a lot of noises. So some negative places, nighttime is a lot of noises. Fear is not peaceful. Feeling is nervous, scared, and you can feel the spirits or some people like before the happening some that kind of place, like maybe war going on there, or the people killing each other, or there's someone kills someone, like that kind of place is like energy is not positive. So one day you are really good practitioner, then it's great. So you can help them, who get suffering in that area, you can help them. But until we have our ability to help for others, so we cannot go to in this kind of place to practice. It's not affected our mind negatively. So that's I shared the last week. Practitioners solitary place, beginners solitary place is different. This is talking about the beginners. So we find a really nice location, not too noisy, not this bad energies, lots of noisy nighttime means like the spirits. So that kind of location we have to find. One day you are practitioner, you get a yogi, then you can go this place, no problem. In a conducive practice place such as the one desirable above, you first give rise to highest motivation to place all sentient beings in the state of enlightenment and imbue your mind with great compassion and longing, longs for all beings to be free from suffering. So that is the, change our intention, create a bodhicitta. So when you sit down, where you're going to meditate, when you sit down, then just mind generate, mind generation. So I'm going to meditate. So this meditation is wanted to benefit all other beings. What we talk in the love meditation, compassion meditation, bodhicitta. So you just mind generate some, like first level. Then you offer postations with the 5 branches to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas throughout the 10 directions. So then when you sit down and you can mentally postation, we have to chant prayer. So prayer is 5 branches. Sometimes we talk about 7 branches, sometimes they talk about 5 branches. So you use that, create 5 branches, create accumulation merit and purify our karma. So that helps practices become successful. That's the reason, mind generate first, bodhicitta meditate, and then use these 7 branches, 5 branch prayer, create accumulation, may it purify our karma, obscuration. To all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas through the 10 directions. Next, make offerings and prayers in accordance with your capacity. So this is the 5 branches, one by one. 10 directions. First is prostration, and the next, make offerings and prayers in accordance with your capacity. So you can mentally prostration, when you sit on mentally prostration in the 10 directions, or this Buddha's respect, and then mentally offering. Also, you can put offerings in your shrine table where you meditate practice. So you create your own offerings, physical things too. Confess negative actions and rejoice in the merit of all beings. So then confess negative actions. So that is number 3, confessing our non-virtuous, and rejoice in the merit of all beings. So that is number 5. So we have 5 branches here. Rejoice, confession, making offerings, prostration, and then other one is I think it's the create, like, you know, bodhicitta. So that's 5 branches we have to practice. So a little bit different ways. 5 talk about 5 branches: bodhicitta, create bodhicitta. So then other is like similar. Then on your seat, sit set cross leg in the posture of illusory Vairocana. So we cross leg is great. Of course, if you cannot cross leg, that's also okay. Do not open your eyes uncomfortably wide, nor close them completely. So this is talking about, here is the talking about Shamata meditation. So eyes don't open too wide, don't too close, 100% close. Also, this body is incorrect. Eyes very softly open to get the object. So that helps your eyes not going to, you know, get hurt. Otherwise, you can get hurt your eye. You need to relax and very softly get the object, because Shamatha meditation, you focus with the object. You close your eye, so you cannot focus with the object. That's the reason cannot close eye. And here is just talk about the 7-point posture. Is like the first one is cross legs. Second one, hand in one's lap or over one's knees. So third is a straight back, and the fourth is a shoulder separate and slightly back, means like opening the like your shoulders, not like this way, you know, just like staying like opening up shoulder, kind of like just this way, you know. This is not touched to the body like this, meditating, not correct. So you need more relax and open. Okay, arm is open with your body. Then chain slightly down. Is usually this chain is like when you get the object is slightly down. So this is like talking about for beginner who has monkey mind. So chain and eyes, of course, always the same follows. Like eye low far away, chain also like no choice, like slightly down. Your eye low far away, so your eye or chain also go up. So that's the reason eye is most important. Eye contact is like followed by your contractions. Some days you have fogginess, sleepy, and the mind is not so clear. So then what do you have to do? Your eye needed to look far away. So then chain is also go up. Yeah, you have to look far away. It's release your fogginess mind. Okay, sleepy mind. Then when you have so much thoughts, monkey mind. So I need down the nose, then change to slightly down. So I down the nose. Close is better, low close. If you low far away, you get so much distractions. Distracting your mind, no great. That's the reason I is down the nose. So then tongue touch behind the teeth. Just resting there, touch almost close, but you cannot 100% close. Breathe is like through in the mouth. So that helps you, like tongue touch behind the teeth is a slowly, kept slowly, and you breathe not dried, and you can stay really long, and they all change your body habituate. So they are, I already talked eye. So that's called 7 branch, 7-point posture. It's very important for beginner meditators. If you use this 7 branch, 7 posture meditate, practice your body, then that's change your body's habituate. Helps you, get condition, go into the meditate easy. So you have this good habituate your body first, then wherever you sit down and you naturally comes like meditation habits and you can meditate. So that is the first, the core body training. Body first is body training. Change your body's posture. So usually, worldly, what you does, that body habituate is always follow the worldly things. You have to change it that make positive body habituate. It's 7-point posture. So then, okay, here is like everything. So keep your tongue and your lips natural, and press your tongue gently against your lip behind your front teeth. Let your breath be very natural and spontaneously without even feeling your in breath or your out breath. So this Shamata meditation and mindful meditation is different. Mindful breath meditation is in here. So you recognize, like here says, let your breath be very natural and spontaneously without even feeling your in breath or your own out breath. Mindful breath meditation, you feel, you have feeling. You recognize, no, I'm breathe out, no, I'm breathe in, I'm exhale, in here. You put effort, not just live naturally. We usually does like, before we meditate in here, exhale, we do that. That is not shamatha. That is the vipassana, that's mindful meditation. Bring your mind, be with your body, be with your breath. You just bring in. That is a very gross level practice. So no, this is a shamatha. Go very subtle level. Let your breath be very natural and spontaneously without even feeling your in breath or your out breath. So when you into that, you recognize get your own experience. The tongue touch behind the teeth, very softly opening the mouth. You really recognize breathe out and in here and out. It's like, that's why it's feeling without even feeling your in breath or your out and breathe in. So that's I want to share before, but I didn't get exactly the words. So it's very good here. Okay. So first, of course, you have to meditate like mindful body meditation, mindful feeling meditations, mindful meditations, bring your mind, be with your body and gross level. Then you go into subtle level. So then your tongue touch behind the teeth is really helpful. Your without any feelings, breathe out and in here, but breathe is like kind of circling there, and then your mouth is not dried up. So that is you can get your own experience. Whatever I say talks, but you don't get right now. So you do practice yourself and you recognize. But first beginners really hard to do that. The tongue touch behind the teeth. Breathe like from the mouth is harder. But you used to that is like peaceful and become that is really benefit, great to do meditate. Okay, so that's I think it's enough there. Then begin shamatha meditation practice as follows. So then we have to meditate. The literal meaning of the term shamatha, Tibetan is called shene. What means she is a pacify, peaceful, abiding. Peaceful is a she, ne is abiding. Shene is peaceful, abiding meditation. So shamatha is actually Sanskrit. That is a translation to Tibetan language. So peaceful abiding. The main point is what is like Tibetan here means peaceful. What means ne means abiding. So mind is peacefully abiding. Shene meditation. Referring to resting peacefully in the state, not convoluted by the busy network of thoughts and concepts. So usually our mind is not peacefully abiding. Our mind is always busy network of thoughts and concepts. So this shamatha meditation is different, not convoluted by the busy network of thoughts and concepts. So totally different than usually our mind. Usually our mind is like busy network and follow the thoughts, create emotions. So no, when you meditate shamatha means transform that, totally different. So that's the reason not convoluted by the busy network. So also of thoughts and concepts. There are two kinds of shamatha. So shamatha meditation followed by two different levels. Meditation with the reference point and meditation beyond reference point. So meditation with the reference point is using support. So that is called the meditation with the reference point. And meditation beyond reference point is no using support. So that is like become called beyond reference point. So now going to share the first one. What it means first meditation with the reference point is the first kind of meditation with the focal object. So we use focal object can be divided into two categories. First has two categories. First one is like we talk about meditation with reference point has two categories. Meditation with visual object and meditation without visual object. So visual object is use something in front I can get, mind resting with that. And meditation without visual object is be with mind, be with the breath. So that is called without visual object. Actually both are meditation with the reference point. You know, using something, support. So for the meditation with visual object, you use something as an object of focus. We use something focus with the object. Which kind are you going to use? Anything is okay, actually. Anything is okay. So this also always depend on individual level. So many follow by different situations. So we are right now beginner meditation. We don't have like used to like practitioner. We not yet a practitioner. What we have to do, great is you always stay same space, same cushion, same room, and focus same object is great. Crystal, like small crystal, something put always in the table. When you sit down in the cushion and focus that object, that is a great way to do for beginners meditation. So that is actually not 100% required to do that way, but it's good to you can do that way. You know, if you create your one room meditation room and put a cushion in there, and then in the front, you know, put one crystal. So when you sit on the mind resting with that crystal object, resting, meditate. So you used to that and practicing that one place often and often. Then when you go outside somewhere, you sit down, then you can pick up any object, focus that object. So you already in the used to it when you practice at your room, meditation room, then you go to outside, wherever you be, and when you sit down, just sit 7-point posture, long as you have mind for awareness, you can meditate. That is everywhere. Very short time you can do. When you sit down, you just 2-3 minutes. If you have like you just pick up some object in front of you, then mind resting with that object. So you can do 1 minute, you can do 2 minutes, you can 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whichever you can time, you can use that. It's in the practice meditation. So unlimited time. You don't have to think about, oh, I have only 5 minutes, I cannot meditate. Long as you have 5 minutes, you just see one object and just sit down. When you sit down, you see the object, so just resting, the object mind resting with that 5 minutes. That is great to do meditate. So usually when we sit down, we get a phone with me, us, and then go to all course Facebook and this all social medias, and no time to practice. The biggest obscuration is social media right now. Us, we are getting the generation time. We have so much obscurations. Used to practitioners less obscurations. See, think about 10 years ago, it's more easy than right now. Us 10 years ago, wireless is no everywhere, no data. So sometimes we have to go to library to use check email, you know, use the wireless and the check email, use the internet. So then when you get home, you don't have this Facebook and you cannot check email, whatever you wanted to do, you cannot do that. So you have time to meditate easily. So now we have this uh, wireless internet, 4G, 5G, or whatever this comes. We no time to meditate. This is the biggest obscuration us. So used to these practitioners also sit down in the restroom. They just rest room, then practice and meditate too. You know, just calm meditate. But no people in the sit down the restroom and the phone is using. So that's the happening like right now. These situations we are hardest time, you know, difficult time. So we have to create time to practice meditate, and we have to make time for meditation. It's not easy. So phone and your iPad, just leave somewhere and don't take into your meditation room. That's really, really helpful. So you just create something, your boundary, you know, like with this social media. Uh, so social media, of course, a great thing. One way is really good things. We can share teaching today like this way. We can meditate together. It's very good, but another way is obstacle. So either way, you know, depend on individual what they be doing. Can be obstacle, can be positive. So that means like object, no really positive, no negative. Individually can use positive or negative, whatever they want. We cannot blame to the object. So and that's the reason we have to create our time to meditate, use this object like social media is like put in the meditation practice like Dharma. So use some positive way. I think that's way we can do great way to do. Okay, so now place your intention on the object without okay, where is or meditate with a visual object and meditation without visual object. For the meditation with visual object, you can use something as an object of focus, but not too light colored. Light
Khenpo, you're frozen.
He'll be back.
Okay.
sorry about get lost. Can you hear? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now thank you. Visual object, white color is if you stay meditate a very long time is not great, but short time is actually okay. But long, not really white. Crystal is like not like have energy have for your eye. It's great to use. Very small, tiny, nice ones. Long time ago, I get very small ones. It's really nice. So you can get small something crystal is very good. Then place your intention on that object without diverting it and get penetratingly at the object. So when you use that object, then your mind resting to in that object. So like you analyze the object. So object helps you rest in mind, but you cannot use object is analyze or investigating or something, thinking about object. So then object is distracting for you. Object cannot be distracted for you. Object needed to support for you. So that's the reason, and gets penetratingly and object resting your mind as long as you can in that very vividly, clearly emptiness. So when you mind resting with objects, you can see your mind is vividly, clearly, emptily, but presently, and there. So then you don't have to think about my mind is empty, my mind is clarity, my mind is, think about anything that just mind resting with object. If your mind does not want to stay still and the thought suddenly comes up, instantly recognize the thought. So when you meditate, of course, like always thought arise. Thoughts we cannot stop. So this shamatha and vipassana has a little bit different method. Shamatha is more for beginner meditators. That's the reason when you sit down, what you have to do, shamatha is a little bit tight to your body. Tight up a little bit your body. And mind also needed to be a little bit sharper way. So watching the thoughts, watching the thoughts. If it comes to thoughts, you right away recognize. Like kind of like watching. Rest in mind, same time you recognize. If thought comes, right away recognize. Go back to meditate. So kind of not let arise thought. If arise thoughts, right away recognize, go back to focus and meditate. Not follow the thoughts. Don't think about the thoughts. Don't follow the thoughts. Go back to meditate, focus on the object. It's needed to little bit tight up because it's first beginner, you know, and if you lose your body and you're not really tight up, so thoughts comes, then you don't recognize. So that's the reason like shamatha need a little bit still like tight way, you know, your mind, body also need a little bit tight. Body first stay tight means like strong, and then mind also like sharply, okay? If thoughts comes right away, oh, I have thoughts, go back to focus. Thoughts comes right away, go back to meditate. So that's the surely different. They don't use the same method, different ways does, because this shamatha is more for beginners. Beginner thoughts comes, don't recognize the thoughts, then follow the thoughts. The whole time is wasting. So that's the reason you need tight up, you know, means like your body also like cannot be laid down like this, relax, your body posture tight, and the mind also more sharper and tight. If thought comes, recognize, let go thought. Don't analyze, don't think about, just when thought comes, throw away, right away, go back to focus, meditate. So that's why here instantly gets the thought. So if stare and the thought suddenly comes up, instantly recognize the thought. As soon as you recognize it, immediately cope through it and go right back to place your own intention directly on the object of focus. So go directly back to focus with the object. Very easy to understand shamatha meditation, but very hard to apply this method. So why is it very easy to meditate shamatha? Because your mind is focused with object, you know, resting, easy, right away, that is a shamatha. But then you don't know this, how to apply method means when you focus with object, thoughts comes, sleepy mind comes, distraction arise. What do you have to do? So then you need, you know, apply many different methods. So you have to understand what you need. That's the reason this shamatha meditation teaching is a little bit long, goes whole lot longer, and main. So when thoughts comes right away, see, this is another method. Right away, go back to focus with object. Tight up your body, tight up your mind. You know. So then, when you meditate, so when you have so much thoughts, eye contact change. You have sleepy mind, fogginess, change your eye contact, change your body postures. You know, and then when you meditate, like you really want to meditate, even you have time to stop. If you really want to meditate still, so what do you have to do? When you want to meditate, but thoughts, emotions, situations not get you into meditate, what are you going to do? So that kind of, you know, different situations, you have to apply different method. One example, like you have so much thoughts going on, you want to meditate, practice, so you have time to meditate, you into meditate, you stir thoughts, and you know, some conditions you not let into meditate. So what do you have to do? You have to use breath exercise. Breathe exercise. You have to use mind for meditation. Then go into vipassana. So when you go into the vipassana meditation, so then when you meditate and like your mind is still not there, you don't get any experience, then you wanted to stop, you know, you wanted to stop, just stop there. Then you do that often and often. That's also not good way to do, because you lose your good positive feeling is going to lost. If you do that often, you don't want to meditate, so you're not into meditation feeling become. So same is like one day you don't get good food in one restaurant, so next day you go back to get another food, you don't get good food, then you don't want to go in that restaurant, you don't want to get buy food. You always share other people, say, oh, this restaurant is not good, followed by your experience. Sometimes accidentally, you get twice no good food, but then that you share that feeling for other people. Even you don't go, but you said no good restaurants. So we recognize that, we do that. And that kind of happiness for you. When you meditate shamatha, when you don't get good feeling, so visualize guru, supplication to guru, and visualize yadam deity. That's also another possible meditation. Remove that is actually obstacle. Don't you get into feeling into meditation. So that's why you have to remove obstacle, visualize the yadam deity and the supplication to guru if you are spiritual. Then another method is when you meditate, your feeling is not there, don't stop meditate until you get some positive feeling. Then you pause meditate. You can stop that. That helps you. Next day you go back to again meditate. Next day you can meditate again. Otherwise, you don't want to go back to meditate. My video is paused. I don't.
We can still hear you though.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello?
Can you hear?
Yes?
Oh,
No,
okay. Yeah.
It's coming and going.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Okay, Bo.
Oh,
Hi. I went into the Pardo, so I'll come back again. Hello. Today, this is like same as life. My life is very short. Oh, my lost again. Hello.
Hi, Khenpo. We can't see you, but
Yes.
we can hear you.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can.
He's gone again.
Hello.
Hello.
Can.
You're cutting in and out.
Wow. I don't know. Today is really hardest. Like usually never like this. Phone using is a phone internet usually okay.
It's saying the bandwidth is low again.
Yeah. So
It's 9:45. Do you want to keep going?
1 minute. I'll try another way.
What if you turn off your video, Khenpo, and we just listen to you?
Some of it's the iPad.
Oh.
You're on mute now, Khenpo.
Okay, so now I think it's great. Can you hear? Yeah, I think
Yes,
so.
this is good. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, so now I use this way, it's better. I'm using the phone. Okay, so now we are in the talking about the focus with the object. So, and then here is I just shared with you. When we mind resting with the object, it's easy, but hardest is like apply the method. So when your thoughts arise, what you have to do is like let go thoughts and just mind bring back and focus with the object. And then another method is when you finish your meditation, don't put the pause meditation. Is when you don't have a good feeling, when you didn't get into really meditation, don't do the pause meditate. So keep going, try to keep going. And when you get really into fear, peaceful, joy, and then you can pause meditate. If you do that, then create like become more is you want to meditate, you get the feeling. When you lose feeling meditation, you pause meditate, the next day you don't want to go back to meditate. So that's the I share with you the like same example is the in the restaurant you go to get food, you don't get good food, a couple of times, then you don't want to go back to that restaurant. Like it's exactly happening many people when they meditate, so their minds become busy and not really get into meditate. They paused like that, then that person lost effort. They don't want to go back to meditate. So that's the reason you have to create good feeling when you pause meditate. The next day you really wanted to go into meditate. So that's another method. So then if your mind does not want to stay and the thoughts suddenly comes up, instantly recognize the thought. As soon as you recognize it, immediately cut through it and go right back to placing your intention directly on the object of focus, keeping your awareness there. Then let your mind be in its natural state without getting convoluted by conceptual thoughts, such as the focal object is taken inside by my mind, or my mind is taken outside by the focal object, or mind and the focal object are one or separate, and so forth. So object is supporting our meditation, not object cannot make us like, distraction. So that's the reason you cannot analyze object, just mind resting with the object. Sometimes you focus with somewhere, like you see colorful something. Oh yeah, this is a white color, this is a red color. You mind analyze, that's also no good. So when you see some object, then you say, oh yeah, this object shape is very nice. This shape is look like something, animals, or you just mind, mind is crazy, always pick up something like different ways, like go off thoughts. So analyze, then that's not great. Then you see the object, mind resting with focus object. Oh, this object is the same as my mind. Oh, my mind is the same as object. So you kind of like create thoughts. That's also incorrect. Just what you have to do, use object mind just resting. Don't have to do any other than that. So otherwise, like create obstacles, thoughts. So no, mind and the focal object are one or separate. You cannot analyze and so forth. It is certainly acceptable to use an image of the Tathagata Buddha Shakyamuni or like as your visual object. So then you are become practitioner for spiritual person. You can use this special object. Special object is only for who accept religion, who has devotion. So then it's called, you can use this object, a special object. So the first we talked is like for everyone. You don't have to become Buddhist. You don't have to be any religions. Still you can meditate for mind resting, focus with the object. So you can share that for your relatives, friends, anyone. Use that method. But in this part, only who has devotion, who accept religion, then it is certainly acceptable to use an image of the Tathagata Buddha Shakyamuni or like as your visual object. So you focus with the Buddha's statue, visual object, mind resting with that. And also, this meditation is actually, we have to practice with this first focus with object together. How to use the together? When you meditate, your mind is like kind of an emotion. And then you have to visualize Buddha. That also helps release your emotion. Your mind is fogginess. Then that time also visualize Buddha. Because Buddha's body color is shining and golden. That helps like your mind become waking up. Not going to the fogginess and more kind of sleepy. You if you have that difficulty, you visualize Buddha and focus with the Buddha's statue. Is really helpful for that too. And then you also comes like kind of devotion feeling arise, positive feeling that helps your fogginess and your sleepy mind. And then also when you meditate, focus with visual object, just regular object, your mind resting with that object. Sometimes you get, fear is sad, fear is like kind of like not happy, and then you have to use this Buddha's image. So that's have to follow together, actually. Apply this something different method. Not always use the Buddha's image. So you focus with the Buddha's image, then that's also, sometimes like your cannot really meditate, like mine is Shamata way. And so usually you use regular object, meditate, then when you get feeling is not positive, your fear is negative, then you have to use Buddha's image. Like as your visual object, when the mind becomes unclear or say cloudily and so forth, such an image is very helpful. When you are visualizing the deity appearance in all its vividly present, do not get convoluted with the concepts about the deity's body, color, or implement being this way or that way. Okay, so when you meditate, like using the Buddha's image and the Yedam deity's image, so then you cannot follow by ornaments. Just think the instinctively visualize, call instinctively. When you see the Buddha's image statues, you just mind resting with that. Don't think about the Buddha's crown. Don't think about the Buddha's eye. Don't think about Buddha's ear. Don't think about, oh yeah, his like body is like, size, colors, like ornaments. You think about that, then it's become called distraction. So don't follow that way. Then what we have to do, or worrying if your visualization is clear or unclear. Then sometimes people think, oh yeah, my visualization not clear. Oh yeah, my visualization not okay. So you have that kind of, thoughts, and then it's not really great. So what we have to do, just make it easy and simple. Place your mind directly on the deity's body and let your awareness simply rest there without wandering off. Don't think about, oh, my meditation is great, my meditation is wrong, or my meditation is incorrect, what I'm going to do, I'm going to phone call Lama or something, you know, thinking about that is there or is wrong. So what do you have to do? You follow this instruction. Already everything here. And when you get meditate, always you get experience. Whatever experience arise, no, we say no attached to the experience, no hatred to your own experience. Whatever arise, just recognize, let be. Don't think about something special. That means like you are attached to that. Becomes your own experience is obstacle. Don't think about hatred. I don't want this feeling. Don't think about that. Whatever arises, just let be, and then slowly gone. So that is good. Like you're meditating. That's why you have experience. If you don't meditate, you don't have any experience. When you meditate, you get experience. Whatever arises, just let be, and don't attach to that. Don't hatred to that. The main point is no accepting, no rejection. No accepting means no attached to that. No rejecting means no hatred to that. Okay, so then your experience is always going to the right path. Individually has a different kind of experience. People are individually different. So not always the same experience. Get the same experience, not possible. That's why, so whatever experience you have, just let it be and go away. Then same thing, thoughts also, this Shamata meditation especially, thoughts comes, don't follow the thoughts. And if you follow the thoughts, that means you accept the thoughts. And rejecting thoughts, actually Shamata need to reject the thoughts, means I don't let happen thoughts. It's Shamata need to reject the thoughts. Vipassana cannot reject the thoughts, a little bit different, slightly. So Shamata no reject the thoughts means when you stay like a little bit sharper way, not allow to happening thoughts, emotions. Because we are beginner and a more sharper way to stay and tight. Vipassana is a more practitioner. Then thoughts arise, let them arise. No problem, thoughts arise. So that's why this Vipassana no reject the thoughts. Shamatha we have to reject the thoughts, but no accept the thoughts. Vipassana no rejecting, no accepting. Very good to say that when you meditate Vipassana. Shamatha we can say don't accept the thoughts, but reject the thoughts. Okay. So now, in this way or that way, or just I say, just make it is easy and simple. Place your mind directly on the deity's body and let your awareness simply rest there without wandering off. So there already talked two different things here: regular object, special object. So we are here right now. It's like we practice Yadam deity. We can use this both together. Yeah. Some people who don't meditate to practice Yadam deity, they can use only first one, regular object. So we always practice Yadam deity. We have to use both. We have to use both when your mind is unclear, your mind is no peaceful, your mind gets sad, negative feeling arise. Meditate Yadam deity, visualize Buddha. And then, of course, you go back to focus with the object. So when you focus with the object, you feel it's not comfortable, and just you think like kind of some negative arise, or you think like your feelings like, oh, I have obscurations, or my mind is today so much emotion, then visualize Buddha and the Yadam deity. Okay, so then you visualize Buddha and the Yadam deity, and then release that feeling and go back to focus with the regular object. Regular object, meditate, focus helps your mind to become stable. Stable, calm. Long as your mind is calm and stable, then go back to visualize Buddha and the Yadam deity. Very easy. See, these two goes together, practitioners. Regular people who don't have devotions to Yadam deity and the Buddha, then they have to use only first one, regular object. We can use both. So we have to practice both together. And you focus with the regular object that really help for practice for Yadam deity. And when you focus with a regular object, then sometimes your fear is negative. At that time, visualize the Yadam deity Buddha. So that's the today teaching. We finish this first visual object. Then, so we can do tomorrow is other part, other section, okay? Do you have any questions?
I do.
Yes, please.
I wanted to say thank you first because I find this very timely and synchronistic, because today I did not get up at 5 o'clock to do my Shamata meditation. I was up late last night and I ended up sleeping later. And then when I woke up, I was full of these afflictive emotions and upset about things and this and that. But I'm wondering, when I do this in the morning, there is no object. I don't use any object of reference. So should I start using an object?
Object is very good. Object helps, first, like your minds actually go all over the place. Object helps you, support you, your minds be there.
Thank you.
Yes.
How do I feel like now today, because I didn't do this, like I feel different. I don't feel like I've been doing this for a few months now. And I think you talked a little bit briefly about how once you stop, it can be very hard to go back. So I'm already projecting with my mind into the future of tomorrow, like, well, how am I going to suddenly get back on track with this? Just do it.
Just do it. And also when you pause meditation means when you already stop meditation, when you stop, it's like always have good feeling, positive feeling. Then you stop. Then next day you want to go back to again. Wanted to go back.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. The pause meditation is always you have to put the right direction, kind of like right place there. That helps you keep effort.
Thank you.
Khenpo,
Yes.
I have a question. If I pause, I never have good feeling. Always fall or agitate and walk. So how long should I wait until the good?
That is like we don't know how long. Just it's like really depend on the individual situation. If you really need to meditate, always get easily gut feeling because your mind is all the thoughts is gone. Your mind is resting with all object, and then your mind become peaceful, present. So that is a good feeling there.
I never feel that. I always feel that meditation is a big effort, and so it's really difficult to get good feeling. Usually I'm more nervous when I meditate than I not meditate because I always expect something.
Yeah, that
and
means
my
like
body
you
is very tense.
See, when you meditate, like some people have, like when you meditate, mind is calm, like kind of then you get nervous right away. And reason is like, your mind has something going on, lots things going on, fears. So sometimes people follow the thoughts is like you don't get the fears. That's why people watch the movie,
Yes.
or run or doing something different. Don't think about that, and that go away, try to go away this nervous fears. But when your mind is wanted to meditate, settle down, is this all nervous bring back again, and the fears comes.
So that's many people has their problems. So that means like we not enough practice. We didn't have enough meditation in the practice.
Okay.
So that's like usually not Dharma practitioners. Dharma practitioners never do that way. You know, like when you get nervous, fears, like try to do something, watch movie, and you know avoid that thinking. That doesn't help. So Dharma practitioner means like you have this nervous, then you really need to meditate. Like whatever nervous comes, fear arises. You meditate, like you recognize, like you know, I and my is not exist, and your mind become really into the present moment. Then no fears, no nervous there.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. When you said that when you pose, when you are not in a good place, then you don't want to meditate. So now I almost avoiding meditation. Like if I jog, if I walk, I feel very peaceful. But when I sit down, I never feel great. I don't know why. I just don't feel great. And I used to meditate, like sometimes go to retreat, meditate 10 hours a day. And but always really have a lot of fall and have a lot of struggling and make me really mad. And sometimes I fall asleep when I meditate. So I just feel that I'm not a meditator because I couldn't do it. No matter how many retreat I went to, 7-day retreat, every day 10 hours or whatever. It just never make me feel meditate wonderfully. When I heard people, they go to wonderful place and they see beautiful things. I never had those great experience.
So now you have to put more effort to just try to, you know, like stay one place, your home, and put in the crystal, and then mind resting every day, like 2 hours, 3 hours, so you can see then what's going on.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Put more effort, just whatever fears, thoughts comes, like just let be okay. Let that happen, you know, then go through that. You have to go through that, not avoid that.
Okay.
Fears, thoughts, you cannot avoid that. You have to go through that, and then not distract you one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Most people avoid the thoughts and the fears. So that doesn't help actually. Always there actually, you know. Fire is there when you get the board. This fire is burn again. Fire come. So
okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a quick question, unrelated.
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
What is this? These numbers here in the 37 practices of a bodhisattva text?
I really don't know.
Maybe just a printer error or something.
The printer makes a mistake or something, I think.
It's strange. It's like out of like some sort of sci-fi novel or something.
We 37, we don't have that usually.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Thank you.
I think that's the music note. When Gachin Rinpoche, you know, chant like with the rhythm and musically, that's the like do re mi fa sol la si do. It's like that.
Can I see again? One, 5, 5, 6.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, so la like do la do like that's a music note.
And then the lines and dots above, I guess, would be like vibrato and like that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, thank you.
One more question, if it's okay.
Are you still there, Khenpo?
glitched out by the strange numbers.
It's dissolving all day.
Hello, I just wanted to show you while we wait for Khenpo, this beautiful painting the Bajra family gave to me for my birthday of Medicine Buddha. Thank you, Robert.
That's very beautiful, Elvira. Nice, Robert.
Yeah, lovely.
Hello, I just want to mention that I connect with Jason. I sent me with I think in the other side of the world. He say hello to everybody, just to our Dharma friend that is over there, overseas, doing his job. Jason, from the Gartolama Buddhist Center, he said hello to everybody, just to let you know.
Thanks for sharing, David. Glad Jason's doing well.
So, yes, I'm come back again.
Oh, I had one more quick question, if you have time, please.
Yes, yes, I have time.
Okay, because I'm so used to doing this shamatha at 5 o'clock in the morning, and like I said, now I feel like I'm out of the loop just from one day of missing it. Should I try to change this schedule and do it tonight, or just wait again until tomorrow morning?
Oh, which is fair good for you? Just always correct.
Okay, because I feel like I should try with an object. Like maybe when we stop this, I should try with an object, because today has been very peculiar for me. Like I said, very like happy and positive, but there was, you know, crying over certain issues and things that came up that normally don't bother me, because I just say goodbye to those emotions and the crying and the things like this. So I feel peculiar and I feel odd, and I think it's from not having done that meditation this morning.
Yeah, then you do focus with the object today when you're ready.
Thank you.
Any time is you can do. Don't have to make like you don't never think like I miss time.
Okay, thank you. That helps a lot.
Always we get present. Always we are in the present moment. Always we have time. Time is always there, long as we accept, recognize.
Thank you. That helps a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks. Okay, so then any questions? No. Today I think it's Garchen Rinpoche has empowerment something, right? Today?
Yes, Shakyamuni Buddha Empowerment, 2 to 5 Pacific time.
Okay, so today we don't have then evening, so tomorrow 9 o'clock starting again. So we skip the meditation, practice evening, whatever you need. When you get time, you do yourself. And you want to join empowerment or you want to meditate shamatha. So which fear is good for you, what you need, you do that.
There's another
So,
there's another empowerment tomorrow from Garchen Rinpoche as well.
Yeah, tomorrow just we have this teaching, so then it's evening is not there, okay? So tomorrow same like 9 o'clock meditation, then
9:40 practice Yadam deity, 11 o'clock teaching to 1. Same is today. So sorry about today. This internet sometimes like lost, and sorry about that. I'm going to chant the dedication. So Ema Om Sar Sanje Nama Daye Daye Se Jo Tu Je Jin Bo Dang Yong De Sen Ban De Jin Dong Nam Lai Sanje San Sen Ba Min Bo Ji Go De Jian Om Sar Ba De Me Ba Ye De Wa Ji Je Sa Ve Yan Gan De Da yin de ne sen bi jir ma dai je wa yin je bar ma ju bai de re jin ne nan de yang dong yo de ge da ge mo lan da ba ni to je san sen dang je je ke men ro ba ra sin je la de so de ya da ben zan de ya wa bo de na ye so ai san jo zen jo Rinpoche ma je ba na je jo je ba nyam ba me ba ya gong ne gong de be wa yu nam de ye dam je ze ba nye tom na nyim be da na bam ze ye ga nam je ba lai ju wai se ben zo den ro wai yong yang ba ra ba ve je da ran chen ba gen de zang bo de yang de yen de dai gen je se da lo ge wai de dai dam jie ra de mo xi zai gen ze gen jian ji jie dem de ne lai wan de ji gong ba ren qian ba jie den ba zin de ba xie zhou de zang gong ben zin jiu jie. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you,
Khenpo.
Thank you,
Thank
Khenpo.
you.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you,
See you
Khenpo.
tomorrow.
Have a nice
Khenpo.
tomorrow.
tomorrow, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye,
Khenpo.
everybody. Thanks,
Everyone.
Khenpo.
Bye.
Mary, your hair looks so
Bye-bye.
Oh, Khenpo left. Shoot, I wanted to talk to him.